Hey, what's up everyone? Mendel here. I hope you're all doing awesome and wonderful. So I thought I'd do another songwriting video because I'm currently, as some of you may know, rewriting my first solo album, and I thought I'd let you guys join along the process. So this project I have here is from a song called Sumerian Sun. Now, and there was, actually there were a couple of things I didn't like about the original version, but my main thing that I wanted to change was there was this very big middle part where I was just improvising on some open strings and some notes, which was like going on for over almost 2 minutes, I think. I'm talking about this part. That part goes on, and then finally we get like a waltz kind of melody, a waltz. And that part I still really like. So what I did, it was kind of a drastic move, but I cut out the whole plucking with kind of weird reverb kind of thing, which in my opinion wasn't really going anywhere, and just straight go to that melody part. So to put it in context, we have a lot of metal stuff going on, a lot of like tapping, riffing, and that kind of stuff. And then comes this part. So to give that part a bit more character, I added a string quartet. Now, I really fell in love with this thing, or these four over here, as you can see, like Stradivari Violin, Guarneri Violin, I don't know, Amati Violin, and Stradivari Cello. Now, I reached out to Native Instruments and they were kind enough to give me a license so I could use this, but basically, as you probably know, these violins, they cost, I think, easily over $1 million. They were built by the very famous Stradivari is his name, right? Anyway, and that's what I'm actually using in the song. So let's first listen to the part without the string section, and then we'll dive more into the strings. So this is the part without the quartet. Alright, so that's basically the original part, also how it's like on the original album. But I wanted to add some more emotion to it, if it makes any sense, some more character. And I really like how the string sounds. We'll dive more into the sound, but let's first listen how much the string quartet is adding just to this part. So here we go. So hopefully you get the idea. It adds some melancholic, I'm not sure how to pronounce the word, melancholic vibe to it. By adding this string quartet, I am like way closer to express the feeling I had when I originally recorded it. But talking about the sound, the thing I really love about this is pay attention to the expressiveness of the vibrato. I love that. When I play with this, I get inspired and want to write music. And that's actually what happened for this part. Now, what I also love this, and it's not unique to this string library, but I just love the sound of it, is the slurred legato. So when you pay attention, when I press hard, it's more direct. But when I press softly, you get that more slurred legato vibe. Same thing with like a minor third. And when I press softly, let's quickly try the other one. And you have the viola. And then probably my favorite is the cello. Love how it sounds. So let's quickly take a listen. Just the cellos are just the string quartet soloed. Just lovely sound. Now I did do a tiny bit of mixing and I'm not sure if I will keep this, but I did some soothe to just even out the lower notes. A tiny bit of Pro Q3. Make some room for the guitars and to brighten it up. And a tiny bit of reverb. So this is how it sounds without it. Personally, I prefer it without the processing, but for this mix, I had to do some tweaking so it would fit in the mix. Now, there's also a very, very big change towards the end of the song. So the original had a fade out with a continuous like copy paste drum beat, which sounded like this. And it would just fade out into nothing. Not really a reason for the fade out, just copy paste as fade out would be done with the song. But now I wanted to have like more punch towards the end and also something memorable. So that's why now I have this, well, basically when it kicks in, it's kind of the same. Like that's the original, and now I still have. But also a creative choice. As you can see here, this has way more input DI than over here because all of this is played on the single coil mode of my pickup. There's some twanginess when you take a close listen, which really makes those notes pop out. So that's what I really love. But back to the part, instead of doing the fade out, I wanted to have like a new section to like wrap up the whole song, so which sounds like this now. So again, the old version was this. But now we have this. In my opinion, a proper ending for the song. I did want to have some original melody lines kept in the new version. So when I take this over here, we have that melody line that's still there, but a bit different. But underneath that is still the arpeggio part. And also to give a bit more dynamic, the first time that arpeggio part is played, it's centered, and the second part is more is double tracked, left and right. And that's like very inspired from a band called The Human Abstract. Loved that band from the mid-2000s, but I remember they released I think it's the last album, Digital Veil, which is a massive inspiration for me. So that's definitely a respectful ode to them of applying harmonic minor in a kind of Rachmaninoff, well, more like Beethoven kind of way. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions about this section, just drop it in the comments and I'd be happy to answer. And also a big thanks to Native Instruments for this, because this sounds absolutely stunning. Like the violas, the violins, and the cello. Great job on sampling, guys. Really sounds really good, really good. I really like it. All right, so I hope you like this video and see you next time. Cheers.